Hello everyone, this is Atharvanikam. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are going to talk about a book that is very famous. It is a series which has been converted into a HBO original web series. This web series is pretty old, but it is still considered one of the best. And the book series that I'm talking about is known as The Song of Ice and Fire, or more famously known as The Game of Thrones. This book is written by George R.R. Martin, who has written a total of 7 parts of this book and is still writing 2 of its parts. This is a very great series because even though it is long, people love to read this book. As James Brooks says, few created worlds are as imaginary and as diverse to those created in the Game of Thrones. It has very detailed plans of strategic events and it is full of twists. It is based on the historical War of Roses that took place in Britain. The Game of Thrones has a very simple type of language written in it. It is a mix of old and modern English, but it is understandable because of the very good writing style that George R.R. Martin uses. In this book, he has written the story through the eyes of the character instead of writing it from a third person point of view. He writes it from the point of view of the character who is experiencing those events. And also, the stories of the characters are given equal importance. It is a very good merging of the stories that results in the story becoming more beautiful and more imaginative. As I said, it is based on a historical event, but some of its parts are totally imaginative. But the way that they are imagined to the minutest detail, that's what makes this book special. In this book, George R.R. Martin has basically imagined a whole world with hundreds of characters in it. So, basically, the book is on a fantasy kingdom which is known as Westeros, or the 7 kingdoms of Westeros. Because historically, they were divided in 7 different parts, ruled by 7 different families. So, let's get to know something about these families. The 7 most ancient families are Starks, Lannisters, the Arryns, the Tully, the Tyrell, the Greyjoy, and the Martells. The Starks control the north. The Lannisters are the most wealthy of the families. The Tullys, they control the riverlands. The Tyrells control Highgarden. The Greyjoys are basically masters of the ocean. And the Martells, they used to rule the Dorne. And at that point in the history of Westeros, 2 new families enter. One of them is the Targaryens. They have dragons and they become the most powerful family in the 7 kingdoms. The Targaryens have only one thing in mind. They want to capture all the 7 kingdoms and bring them under one banner, the Targaryen banner. And the second family that comes with them is the Baratheons, which is like a helping hand to the Targaryens at first. The Targaryens with their dragons are able to conquer all of the 7 kingdoms and unite them under the Iron Throne. So now what is the Iron Throne? The Iron Throne is a throne in Westeros that is situated in King's Landing, a city built by an ancient Targaryen king. The Targaryen king who built this city is Aegon the Conqueror, or Aegon the First. So, Baratheons helped them establish this empire, build the Iron Throne. And the Iron Throne, as you can see, it is made full of swords. These are the swords of all the foes or the enemies that Aegon the Conqueror defeated in his conquest. So the words like foes and castles and many different analogies like vanguard, rearguard are explained in this book. And it helps you understand the history of different parts of the world. It is also very relatable to India because India has been shifting hands from one ruler to another over its time in history. So this is not a book that is read much in India, but it should be because it is very relatable to India and the history that Indians have faced over a long period in the past. I know what you're thinking. 7 books, it will take a lot of time to read. Yeah, it does. It does take a lot of time to read because each of the books is a minimum of 400 to 500 pages. And the largest of them is up to 900 pages. But even though this book takes time to read, it is so well written that at no point do you feel like not reading the next one. The last few books, 2 or 3 of them, are a bit faster. They add to the story at a faster pace. But that is because the stories are getting more and more divergent. The next book is gonna be equally good one. The wait is worth it. And while we wait for the next book, those who have not read this series, start reading it. Because when the next one comes in, it is going to be a very, very good one. I will make a separate video discussing all about the families that live in Westeros. For now, just start reading the book. It is good. It is very, very good. And I believe that everyone who will try to read this book, just try to read the first couple of chapters and you will get hooked to the book. Goodbye till the next one. See you again. And please like, share, and don't hesitate to subscribe. Thank you.